Hello and happy Sunday. This is Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and today is Sunday, December the 3rd. Welcome to December, everybody. I am joined by my co-host, Alyssa. So Alyssa will be joining us tonight. She is helping Papa and I get ready for a holiday road trip tomorrow. It's not really a holiday, but it's during the holidays and we're going on a road trip. So anyway, she's helping us get ready for that. It's going to be part of the chat tonight. It's going to be in the second half of tonight's chat. And then she is going to be whisked to our home to spend the night. What, honey? It's cool?
It's cool.
Oh, Alyssa's hot chocolate is finally cool enough for her to drink. And hello, Catherine from Lowell, North Carolina. It's good to see you. But Alyssa will be helping us, so we will not... Oh, what does that say right there? Say it out loud.
Pebble.
Yeah, but what does it say? What does the message say? You know what that
Too
says?
much of them.
It is not. Oh no, y'all are going too fast for her now. Papa says hello, Peanut. Hello, John from home base. He was saying hello to Peanut. That's Alyssa. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Mary Ann. Hello, Carol Lou. Oh, Carol Lou says hi, Alyssa. She has a peanut at home too. Let's see, and hello, Katie. Happy Sunday. But yeah, Alyssa's going to be joining us tonight, so that means it's not quite going to be an hour long because she does have to go to school tomorrow. And since she is only 5, almost 6, you'll be 6 at the end of this month, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so scoot over here so people can see you. So she will be 6 at the end of this month, and she still has a bedtime though. So we're not going to keep this for an entire hour tonight. We're going to get a lot talked about though in the time that we have. And hello, Sandra from rainy Naperville. Yeah, we've been that way, but we have needed rain the last couple of days, so we're not going to be upset about it. And hello, Deanna. Hello, Elaine. Oh, careful. Hello, Elaine. Elaine says hello, Peanut. Hello, Sarah from Raleigh, Massachusetts. Hello, Sandra from Newman Sperry. And hello, Vicky. Good to see you all. So again, I am Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. This is Alyssa with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, right? Right? And she's going to be our co-host tonight. Again, she is helping John and I get ready for a holiday road trip tomorrow. That's not so much of a holiday road trip, but it's during the holidays, so she's going to help us get ready for that. And she's going to be doing a lot more in the second half of tonight's chat. And then we will not make the second half a full 30 minutes long just because somebody has to go home and go to bed and get ready for school tomorrow. But we wanted to drop her off at school because we'll be gone for a week. So we wanted to go ahead and, be with her again. Okay, and let's see. Hello, Sherry. Sherry says hello, Peanut. Oh, look, there's Orlando Debbie. Hello, Orlando Debbie. Can you wave to her? It's been a long time since Alyssa has seen you in person, Debbie, but it's good to see everybody. Congratulations again on being here the week after Thanksgiving. Good job. Y'all have just a couple of weeks left before Christmas. Oh, Catherine sent stars. Look, can you see that? What do you think? Aren't those so cool? Can you say thank you, Miss Catherine?
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Catherine. Thank you. That was so sweet of you. Alyssa really enjoyed them. So Catherine just sent some stars, and you all can do that too. The stars go towards funding all of this, and tonight it's going to pay for hot cocoa and the things that we needed to do to get ready for our road trip that we'll be talking about here in the next in the second half of tonight's chat. And hello, Marlene. It is so good to see you all. And again, you've got you have holidays coming up, so whether or not you celebrate Christmas, I know you've got something coming up, and there's going to be a lot of things in the next few weeks to get ready for. Lots of obstacles to overcome. Hello, Trish. It is good to see you. And tonight we're having chat number 344, and it is titled Easy Steps to Overcome a Setback. And this is a time of year when a lot of people have setbacks. So we're going to talk about that again here in a few minutes. And hello, Annette. It is good to see you. So a little bit of news for December, because this is it. This is the first week of December. First thing is, I just mentioned it, I will be a little bit AWOL this week while John and I are traveling to Mifflinburg, Pennsylvania for custom cabinet training. Is anyone from Mifflinburg, and can anyone tell us where that is? Where is Mifflinburg? And hello, Jonna. And Jonna says you are adorable. So in case you haven't been around very long, oh yes, and she's in love with her hair that her mother did. And hello, Julie, good to see you. So in case you are new and you didn't know, this is our oldest granddaughter, Alyssa. Her little sister, Bo, is hopefully, she's 2. Hopefully Bo is asleep by now. Yeah, Alyssa's getting to stay up late because she's helping with the chat. But I'm just curious, does anybody know where Mifflinburg is? That is where John and I are headed, and we will be a little bit AWOL this week because that's where we're headed. We're headed there for a week of cabinet training. And hello, Joycelyn from California, and hello, Anna. Yep, a very nice surprise, I know. because we're getting ready to be gone for a week, so she is helping with tonight's chat. The second bit of news is Deanna posted an interesting article, a long read. If you're going to go read it, please read the entire thing. And it is from, it's an article, I think it was Forbes magazine, and it was, I guess it was an interview with WW CEO Seema Sistani, I never say that right, Seema Sistani, and I'm not ready to comment on it yet. Doesn't mean it's anything bad. I'm still just absorbing all of the information that she's given and, you know, deciding what I want to say about that. So doesn't mean it's a bad thing, but I'm not ready to comment on that yet. So if you've already read it, great. I will welcome any comments later after I decide how I'm going to comment. And if you have not, I would encourage you to go and read it. And let's see. Oh, there is Mary. And Mary is from Pittsburgh, but she's never heard of Mifflinburg. It's kind of what we're finding. And hello, Teresa. Also, if you are brand new, please let us know, because we would love to welcome you. And if you are brand new, we don't normally have pint-sized guests, but she is spending the night with us tonight before we go out of town for a week. And she loves to help with the chat. Like Alyssa wanted to start the chat, what, 45 minutes ago probably? At least 30 to 45 minutes ago. She was like, let's do it. Let's start the chat. I want to start the chat. So she was ready to go. Okay, and the third little bit of news is there are only 12 days left to shop the WW shop closing. So the Weight Watchers online store is closing forever. I don't think it's a bad idea. They were spending a lot of time and money focusing on that, so I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea that the Weight Watchers labeled, is your hot chocolate good?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That the Weight Watchers labeled merchandise, you know, is kind of going to the sideline. Never really got into it anyway, but it is, and aloha, Kathy, it is 12 days. We've got 12 days to finish taking advantage of any of those, sales. And everything is now 50% off with no code. So go shop if you want to. And Miss Debbie wants to know if you have any marshmallows in your hot cocoa. Of course she has marshmallows in her hot cocoa, Debbie. You know, what kind of kid would she be? But it is peppermint hot chocolate. I'm surprised she picked that one. And let's see, Marianne says she's also from Pittsburgh and has never heard of Mifflinburg. I don't know. We'll just find it when we get there. We'll just show up when we get there. Okay. Super excited, and I'll take some pictures for sure. But again, this is chat number 344, Easy Steps to Overcome a Setback. We'll get started on that in a second. But the first thing is, I need to know who attended an in-person workshop last week. So Alyssa, this part, quit playing with your hot chocolate a second. Do a thumbs up. Hello, Lisa from Arkansas. So Alyssa wants to see some thumbs ups if you went to an in-person workshop last week, or if you attended a Zoom workshop. And wait, you got some work to do. So do this. Thumbs ups for that, or hearts if you were here with us live last week. So show them some hearts. Oh, do you see some thumbs ups going up? Yep. Show them a heart though. Hearts if you were here with us live last week. Oh, look at that one. Isn't that so cool?
Boom.
I know. Isn't that awesome?
Oh,
yeah. There they
how-
go. And look, there go more hearts, and more thumbs ups. Yep, so thumbs ups for in-person workshops and for Zoom workshops. And see, like Miss Sarah went to Larry's Zoom this morning. So look, she did a thumbs up in the middle of her comment. Very good. And then hearts for attending here with us. Okay, no singing. Hearts for attending here live with us last week, or for watching later on. Ooh, look at those more big hearts. Okay, thank you all for those, because you know that Alyssa's loving them. Bravo, everybody. Good job on attending your in-person workshops, or your Zoom workshops, or with us. And yeah. Okay, so good job, everybody. There are your virtual Bravo stickers. But again, I started to say a second ago, if you're brand new, let us know, because we would love to welcome you, okay? We would love to say hello. And what are you doing? I don't know what we're cheering about over here, but somebody said that they thought that Mifflinburg must be in eastern Pennsylvania. I don't know. That's John's job to figure it out. I'm just along for the ride. Okay, so last week was chat number 343, and we were talking about, last week we were talking about ways to keep your busy life on track, and boy, has it been busy. I know it's been busy for a lot of you too. So last week we were talking about how that healthy habits.
I want to use this.
Okay. Hold, please. We've got to get the lid on the hot chocolate, because she wanted the whole setup with the cup, the little holder thing, and the lid, and the stirrer. So let me get that on there real quick. And Carol Lou says that Mifflinburg is north of Harrisburg. I don't know where that's at either. So I'll just find out when I get there. It's just been funny. Every single person that I have said Mifflinburg to, no one had any idea where I was talking about. Okay, you're just going to have to be careful because look, it's not wanting to go on there. So just let it sit on there. I will not be reordering these from Amazon because the little sleeves don't stay on, and obviously the lid does not stay on either. Okay. That was not a good fit. Okay. So, yes, and Miss Debbie says, absolutely, you need all of the attachments on the cup. So we were talking about, though, that when life gets hectic, holiday habits are harder to restart. Oh, hold on a second. Bo's watching. Bo says hi. Can you say hello to sister?
Hi, Bo.
Whoop, don't knock the lid off your hot chocolate. Can you say hi to sister?
Hi, Bo.
Hi, Bo. Papa's watching too. I know you can't see him. Oh, and there's Mindy. Oh, Mindy's on a cruise. She's on the Carnival Sunshine. Are you working? I guess you're working this week, Mindy. So, hello, Miss Mindy. It's good to see you too. But last week when we were talking about, so all of us are having busy schedules. So last week when we were talking about, you know, staying on track when your schedule gets hectic, I said don't get glitter in your eyes because when the glitter of the holiday starts to get in your eyes, it gets harder to stay on track because you get distracted. It's harder now, I think, for a lot of us than it is any other time of year just because of how busy it is and everything that's going on. Even if you start from scratch, doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get biscuits. Sometimes we let a task get so far out of hand that we feel like, just forget it. I might as well just start all over again. I might as well start from scratch. We don't need to do that. We don't need to be overwhelmed with starting all these things, you know, from scratch during the holidays. And then I wanted you to, yes, ma'am?
I have a popsicle.
Can you get it by yourself?
Uh-huh.
Okay, sorry, we're going to have a popsicle break now that we've had the hot chocolate. And I wanted you to concentrate on putting one foot in front of the other and walking across the floor like the Winter Warlock. That was actually coming on right as we got ready to start the chat. But if tracking meals are too overwhelming, track one meal. Or just open your app. Or if you don't want to meal prep, how about you enlist a family member or a friend that can help you make one part of it, or that can help you make one thing. And then if you're not finding time to work out, take the dog for an extra walk. Casey has an extra dog this week because we're going to downtown Mifflinburg. So she has an extra dog. She can have a dance party with her daughter, and she can take the dog. Okay. And she can take the dog for an extra walk. So those are just little things that you can do to put one foot in front of the other and keep your sanity this holiday season. Hello, Loretta. So Loretta's going to be surprised when you get back over here. Alyssa was having hot chocolate, and apparently now she's got to have a popsicle. So these are Outshine popsicles, though, so also still really low point, even though she's almost 6 years old and really doesn't need to watch her points yet. Okay, or ever. Okay, so your homework... And excuse me while I open what flavor is this one going to be?
Coconut.
Oh, a coconut Outshine bar. That sounds good. Okay, so your homework for last week was hashtag one foot in front of the other. And I asked you to find something that it would be that you could just take your time and put one foot in front of the other and get it done and walk yourself right out that door just like the Winter Warlock. And excuse me while I get this thing peeled. So, let's see a couple of people who did their homework. Lynn did her homework, and she was putting one foot in front of the other to walk on out that door by putting away the candy making this year. So, her theory was, hey, you know what? One little step that I can take to keep my sanity and to keep my control this holiday season is to not be in charge of making the candy. Because, as we all know, if it's not in your house, you can't eat it. So, good job, Lynn. And then knowing that she was getting ready for a knee replacement surgery, and she did great, by the way, and she is already back home. Sylvia knew that her husband was going to be in charge of cooking right after she had her surgery, so she prepped and froze 12 crock pot meals before she had her surgery. Awesome job, Sylvia, and we are so happy. Thank you again for letting me know as soon as you got done and that you did well, and thank you for everybody who checked on her. And then Barbara put one foot in front of the other this holiday season by meeting with her dietitian, which was a great idea for her. And then she went ahead and started our 3-day detox, which, by the way, was fantastic this week. Well, first, bravo to everyone who did your homework. Are you giving out Bravo stickers?
Yeah.
You can. You can give out Bravo stickers. Good job, everybody. Alyssa's giving you coconut-scented Bravo stickers, and that's such an odd smell because we have peppermint hot chocolate and now a coconut popsicle. Yeah, it's such an odd smell together. But again, bravo, everybody, for doing your homework. The detox, this was the perfect week to do it. So it was coming down off the week of Thanksgiving and getting ready to go on this trip to Mifflinburg. And we are going to be, we're getting custom cabinet training, and we are going to be wined and dined. These people own a distillery or a brewery. I don't really know which one it is. And we're staying at their 17-unit like a bed and breakfast. So this detox, this was a perfect week to do it, And if any of you all join me, I know you all are already feeling better. Like everything's already fitting better. Look how loose my rings are again. My Fitbit's feeling good. It's loose again. It's not digging into my wrist. So a 3-day detox was exactly what I needed, you know, to be able to kind of bridge this time in between. Okay, this week though, we're talking about easy steps to overcome a setback. So I want you to raise your hand if you've ever experienced a setback. So if you have ever experienced a setback, raise your hand. You have. Do you know what a setback is? A setback is when you try to do something and it doesn't quite work out like you want it to, like learning how to ride a bike. So when you were trying to learn how to ride a bike, and if you fell and you fell off, but you got back on, so that was just a setback because you got right back on. Okay. So raise your hand if you've ever experienced a setback. Okay, and it looks like Annette and Mary and Lynn and Sarah and Sandra. Oh, and Deanna's been fasting 8 p.m. to noon. And another Sandra and Elaine. Ooh, Elaine's got two hands, and Loretta. Okay, so the rest of you, so anybody who didn't, Sherry's got her hand raised. Okay, anybody, and Marianne, anybody who didn't raise your hand, you're either fibbing or you're just not paying attention to what we're talking about, okay? So, 3 fast facts from Weight Watchers. First one is overcorrecting can land you in a ditch. Okay, so setbacks, like just a setback, and it could be in weight loss, it could be in an eating decision, it could be, I mean, anything. All of life is going to encounter setbacks, but setbacks can lead to unnecessary behaviors, like giving up, like just flat giving up, or overcorrecting. And and Melissa couldn't raise her hand. Miss Melissa, this one right here, she goes to known as workshop that me and Miss Karen go to. So can you wave to her and say hello to Miss Melissa? And so Gwen told us a story this last Tuesday about her grandson who got his tires off in a ditch. So he was a brand new driver. I think she said he'd been driving like a week or something, had, you know, his license like a week. I don't know if he was fiddling with his phone. I don't know if he was changing the station. They don't know what he was doing. And Melissa said, hello. I don't know if they ever figured out what he was doing, but because he was a new driver, he just barely got his wheels off into the ditch, and he overcorrected. So instead of just getting himself back on the road, he overcorrected, and they said he actually ended up on the other side of the road in the other ditch and flipped his car upside down. Now he's fine. He is totally okay. He's an adult now. That's been years ago. But that overcorrection, that panic, and I know, Loretta, it does. Hey, hold your popsicle back, because everybody says it looks delicious. It's an Outshine popsicle, and I think they're only like 3 points. But anyway, but don't you think though that when you overcorrect or overthink something, that we do that to our wellness and our weight loss, you know, and our eating and things like that, are those kind of decisions. So sometimes I feel like I've overcorrected and that I'm upside down in a ditch. I feel like that sometimes. And psst, a little secret, giving up is never the answer, okay? Even if you overcorrect, just flat giving up is never the answer. The second fast fact from Weight Watchers is that setback doesn't mean failure. So a setback is something like falling off a horse while you're learning to ride. That's a little bit of a setback because you wanted to stay on the horse. What, honey?
Even a bike.
Yep, falling off of a bike when you're trying to learn how to ride it.
Like I did.
Yep, you did. Yep,
and I got too high that I was too scared to go higher.
Oh, okay. And you had a little setback. Okay, we'll talk about that in just a second. Or riding.
Yeah, when I had that big scrape.
You did have a big scrape, didn't you?
Yeah.
You did. You ended up with a big scrape. Or riding down the slope on your bottom instead of on your skis. Or eating more on your holiday road trip than you planned. Okay, those are setbacks. So falling off the horse, that's a setback. Riding down the slope on your bottom, setback. Eating more on your holiday road trip, setback. Falling off of your bike and getting a road rash on your hip, just a setback. That's just a setback. Okay, failure though is having the horse put down. So if you fell off the horse and then you had it put to sleep, that's failure, okay? If you took your skis off, broke them in half and set them on fire, that's failure. If you throw away the 20 pounds that you've already lost because you ate the whole bag of Buc-ee's beaver nuggets, that's failure, okay? Giving up is not ever, ever, ever the option. So you're gonna have setbacks. You're gonna have them. When Alyssa fell off of her bike and when she got that big road rash on her hip and it started bleeding and everything, I was so afraid that you wouldn't get back on your bike. But that was just a setback. And so after we cleaned it up, what did you do?
Go back on my bike.
She got back. I want you to say that really loud to everybody. So hold on. So Alyssa fell off of her bike, and sometimes when we fall off of our weight loss program, when we think, oh, I didn't lose weight during the holidays or whatever, when that happens and we feel like giving up, when Alyssa fell off of her bike, and she not only fell off of her bike, she got a big road rash on her hip. What did you do? Real loud.
I got back on.
Yep. She got back on her bike, so she did not give up. So she didn't just overcorrect and flip her bike upside down and then take it apart and quit doing it. She got right back on, and that's what we have to do too. Okay, and then the third, and they're all saying, good job, Alyssa. And the third thing is open in case of emergency. So the third fast fact is to open in case of emergency. So while we were packing, and sorry, a message just came up, and Alyssa's laughing. She's laughing over the message. Okay, while we've been packing this week, because I think you all know that we are getting ready, that we're moving again, not the business, that we're personally moving again. So while we were packing this week, oh gosh, and don't start talking about the Buc-ee's beaver nuggets. Don't. They are like dangerous. So yeah, no one needs any of those. But while we were packing this week, I found a 4x6 card that I had written to myself years ago and apparently had put it in a drawer in the kitchen. I wish I had written what the year, kind of dated it and put when I wrote it to myself originally on there so I'd know how long ago it was. But nonetheless, there it was when I needed it for this moving holiday, another major life change season. It was there. So I consider all these little sticky notes that I've written to myself, index cards, etc., all those kind of little things that I write to myself for you all and for me too, I consider those to be emergency tools in my toolkit, okay? So in case of emergency, and in this case the emergency might be a bag of Buc-ee's nuggets on a road trip, for example, I can open it, or in this case I can flip it over because this was a 4x6 card and I could just flip it over, or you could open it and be reminded of, and I was reminded of a list that I made to myself, okay? This is not a list that Weight Watchers made. This is not a list that my leader Gwen made. This is not a list that my friends made for me. This is a list that I made to myself to remind me of what I did other times when I needed to overcome a setback and not end up in the ditch. So your list may not look like everybody else's list. If you told me, okay, Kelly, you have to put on your list, batch cook and then eat it every day. If that had to be on my list, then I'm going to go ahead and say we can't be friends, okay? Because that's just not me. But for me, it was things like walk 5 days a week. So on my list, on my emergency list, and it said flip over, oh no, there's a thumbs down. Oh, that's weird. But when I flipped it over, it said things like my list that I had written to myself years ago, and these are still true, walk 5 days a week. What, honey?
Why was there a thumbs down?
Okay, whoever did I think they were just saying that, yeah, that would be bad if you had to batch cook. Alyssa, whoever did the thumbs down, Alyssa wants you to explain what it means. Okay, so walk 5 days a week. That works for me if I'm having a setback, if I'll just get back to walking 5 days a week, that works for me. tracking one meal a day. Even if I can't track everything, if I just track one meal a day, that so sets the tone for the entire rest of the day. Avoiding extra sodium, that one is super, super, super important to me, and I did it all week last week, and I felt so much better, so much less bloated, and so much less sludgy. And drink water before you drink coffee. So that was on my list, on my card when I flipped it over, was drink your water. You're done with it? You're done with that? Okay. That's good to stop when you're done and not feel like you have to eat the whole thing. Right, everybody? Okay. Or things like, let's see, like drinking a cup of water, like drinking a mug full of water before I drink my coffee. That's very important to make sure that I get some extra coffee in every day. And I'd written myself a note to weigh in at my next meeting. Not to wait, not to skip it, not to avoid my next meeting, but to just face the music and go ahead and weigh in at my next meeting. So those things have worked for me in the past to get me past a setback and to get me back on track. And it can work again if I just open in case of emergency. So that is going to be your homework for this week, is hashtag open in case of emergency. So it's hashtag OPENINCASEOFEMERGENCY. I think I got all of that. And Casey, I am so sorry that this is a super long hashtag again, 2 weeks in a row. And to Lynn and everyone who posts the hashtags, sorry, super long again, but hashtag open in case of emergency. And I want you to just write yourself a little note that says, hey you, do you remember the last time that you had a setback, and you were feeling like just overcorrecting or going in the ditch or whatever you want to write in your letter, but just, hey you, remember when this happened? Here's 3 things, and I only want you to put down 3 things. If you want to put down more, that's totally fine, but you only have to put down 3 things that worked in the past, and I want you to, oh my goodness, and I want you to, okay, shh, and I want you to put that in an envelope. Thank you, Lynn, for typing all of that out. And I want you to put that in an envelope, and on the outside of the envelope, or if you're going to do it on a 4x6 card, just write your things on one side and your note on this on the other side is open in, open in case of setback emergency, so that wow, at some point down the road, because it's going to happen again, but at some point down the road when you're thinking, I just need to give up, I need to stop, this isn't working, what am I doing, whatever. So when you're having a setback emergency, you have that to open to say, hey you, when this happened last time, here's what we did to get back on track, so you can do it again. Don't throw all this away. Don't throw this in. So do your homework, do your homework, do your homework. Hashtag open in case of emergency. I know you all can do it, and I know you've had setbacks, sadly, and you're going to have them again, so you have a chance to do your homework. Okay, so this is the end of the first half, and we're going to talk pretty fast going through the second half because, again, someone has to be home in a little bit to get ready to go to bed, to go to school tomorrow, and John and I have to pack to go to Mifflinburg, Pennsylvania, after he figures out where that's at. Okay, so everybody get a drink of water. Tonight, Alyssa and I are not drinking water because we've had water and water and water and water and water, haven't we? We have had a lot of water while Alyssa's been here with me, so we are drinking peppermint hot cocoa. Cheers, Alyssa. Mine's still really hot. So we're drinking peppermint hot cocoa. You all go ahead and get your water because this is the only time all week that I know for sure that you had some water. Did you do it? Let me see. Yeah. Look, wait, show them you know how to do water. Yeah, Alyssa knows a little bit of sign language, so she knows this is water. And what's I love you? Yes, that's yes. That's right. What is I love you? Get that other finger up there. Good job. This hot cocoa is 3, Sarah. So I know you can't really see mine, but it's a Keurig hot cocoa, and it is 3. I usually buy the kind that's in a packet, and the kind that's in the packet is 1. The light hot cocoa in the packet is 1, but this one is 3. But trust me, if you could see what little we've had to eat today, you would be totally on board. Okay, I'm gonna put on my apron. Do you want an apron? Okay, hold on. You can wear this one.
Wait, I have a great idea.
What? Are you going to go get your little one?
I'm going to go get my polka dot one.
Okay. Alyssa is going to go get her polka dot apron. And I am going to put on this one, and in case you are brand new. And yeah, Debbie, so if y'all are still talking about Buc-ee's, ooh, Debbie, I have not tried the Premier Hot Chocolate for bedtime. She says it has extra protein. I have not. And Debbie, if you're talking about going to Buc-ee's, I can no longer leave it on my I've never been list because we've been now. John and two of our friends took me on the way back. Do you need help? You got it? Yeah. Okay. They took me on the way. They had all already been, and they took me on the way back from our trip to Adams, I think it was, Tennessee. Oh, and Alyssa has her apron on too. So we went. It's actually really cool. I mean, like, I'm not obsessed with it like, you know, my son-in-law is. Like Alyssa's dad is. His dad obsessed with Buc-ee's. What is Buc-ee? What is he? Do you know what kind of? You don't remember what kind of animal he is? Is he a raccoon? Squirrel? A beaver? She doesn't know. But Dad's obsessed with Buc-ee's, right? Yeah, Dad is obsessed with Buc-ee's. He would go anywhere, anytime. And yes, Sarah, the sugar-free Swiss Miss. That's what I usually drink if I'm drinking instant hot cocoa. Okay, so this is the second half of the chat. If you were brand new, we put on Melissa's with me. We put on aprons for the second half so that Casey knows where her mom. So that Casey knows where to so she knows where to end the first part of the chat and then start the second half. And I probably shouldn't have put this over a sweatshirt because I'm what? I
got a marshmallow in the straw.
Oh, cool. So that she knows where to kind of split these up because the first half is all it's always classroom. You know, it's the classroom portion from whatever. Hey, not so loud. It's the classroom portion from the prior week, the Weight Watchers topic from the prior week. And the second half is usually something fun. And tonight, no slurping while we're doing our chat, okay? You can eat the marshmallows, but no slurping. And then the second half is something fun. So tonight it is going to be fun because Alyssa is getting John and I, or Papa and I, ready for a holiday road trip that we were taking. We've gone on lots and lots and lots of other road trips, and I've shown you. Oh no, Sarah, see, you get those marshmallows, Alyssa. No slurping, no slurping on the chat. But I'm going to show you some of the things that we'll be taking on our road trip this time, just so that we can stay on track and under control, and so that we don't have to stop 55 times. And I will tell you, John went to McDonald's this morning, and he asked if I could start making something different for his breakfast on Sunday mornings, because the prices at McDonald's just keep going up and up and up, and the quality keeps going down and down and down. You're silly. And the quality keeps going down and down and down. So these are not all low point road trip ideas, but it's just some of the things that we do to get ready for a road trip, again, to save time, save a little bit of money. The saving time is because we don't get out and wander around Buc-ee's, you know, for an hour. The bathrooms are impeccable, though, Debbie, if you ever get a chance to use the bathroom. Okay, so let's go over some of our favorite road trip items. So, Alyssa, would you like to get the first item and show them what it is? And yeah, John says up and up and up. Okay, Alyssa is getting the first road trip item. Highly recommended. What is that?
Apple.
And why is an apple a good idea for a road trip? Well, because they're good.
Yeah.
Are they yummy? Do you think they're good? Okay, apples are a great idea for a road trip. Number one, because they're 0 points. Number two, it's a sturdy fruit, so you can pack it in pretty much anything. You can pack it in your backpack. You can take it on a plane. You can, you can put them in something, softer if you, something that's kind of padded if you need to, if you need to protect it a little bit. But for us, we'll pretty much just be leaving them in their bag, and then we pack them in a big soft-sided cooler. They don't have to stay cool. Well, they're shelf stable too, so they are not shelf stable, but they're not perishable. So you don't have to worry about refrigerating them. So, okay, so an apple was the first thing. And plus, everybody likes apples, I think. Doesn't everybody like apples? Don't you think so, Alyssa?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Wait,
Alyssa.
everyone in my class likes apples.
They do. Everybody? How many kids are in your class?
18. All 18 of us.
18 of them? Oh, look. There's Miss Barbara. She said hello from the crossroads. Can you wave hello? Okay. What's the next item?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that can be next. What is that?
Orange.
Well, it's a little tiny orange. So what kind of an orange is it?
A tiny.
A cutie?
A cutie.
Or a halo?
A halo.
Do you know what those are really called? It's a clementine. Can you say that?
A clementine.
Yep. So halos, cuties, clementines. Oh, excuse you. Those are great. Again, a really sturdy fruit. These hold up really well in your purse. These with a snack cheese or something like that, you know, some kind of protein. These are perfect, and they're so small. You could eat a couple of them, and again, 0 points. Don't have to be refrigerated, so these are a great way to travel. Okay, you can put this up. And what's next?
What is next?
One of those little bags. Okay, this one is a sweet and salty snack mix that I packed for John. These are not lower in points, but and Miss Melissa says it curbs your sweet tooth too, and that's exactly right. So these are not low in points. It's 6 or 7 points depending on which kind of this you get. Hey, sit back. But this is, since these are individually packaged, John will eat one of these, you know, and maybe an apple or a clementine or a banana or something, and probably not open a second one. So it's great to take some individually packaged things too. Okay, what's next? Those two, no, these two are fine. How about these two? Okay, more individually packaged things. Vanna is showing these to you, so hold them up like that again. These are 100-calorie pack nuts. So these happen to be almonds. They also come in, good job, Alyssa. I'm just going to let her do the rest of the chat. You just go ahead and do the rest of the chat and explain what we're doing.
No.
Just kidding. I don't know if you heard her, but she goes, no. But the 100-calorie packs, and you can get these at Aldi, and I know some other suppliers have them, or some other manufacturers have them done in 100-calorie packs. But there's almonds. They have walnuts, little walnut pieces, and pecans. Some of them are flavored. I think John got me some, and she is a good helper, Melissa. John got me some one time that were, what were they, John? Like cracked black pepper cashews or something. But these are 4 points, and again, it's 4 points, but it's an individual bag. So I might open one and have it with a piece of fruit or some other kind of protein. How did you know that? How did you know it was going to be 4 points? How did you know that?
Because I'm smart.
You are smart. Okay, somehow she knew it was going to be 4 points. I don't know how, because I didn't write it on these, but somehow she knew it. Okay, what's next? How about that bag?
This?
Yep, that one looks good. Okay, next. Hard-boiled eggs. So hard-boiled eggs, I would keep them in the shell. So go ahead and hard-boil you up some. These obviously do have to be be kept cool. So usually what we do in that soft-sided cooler is we freeze a couple of water bottles or a few water bottles and put that in there, and then that's what we use. Is that gonna be next? Okay, that's what we use for our refrigeration. So if you keep them in the shell, then they'll last a little bit longer. They're not going to get so beat up, and just put them in that cooler. But this is a great 0 point. Did you know eggs are 0 points? You did know that? Wow. Okay, you're pretty smart. But this is a great 0 point source of protein. So hard-boiled eggs, take them, take them, take them. I did not bring any with me today because it's at home. But turkey tenderloin, that man's turkey tenderloin, and that recipe is on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. I finally found some at Trader Joe's again, and it's fantastic. So Lynn wants to know what this container is. This container is from Food Huggers, I'm pretty sure, and this is just a reusable. Don't clump it around. This is a reusable container from Food Huggers, and you can microwave. It's silicone.
For tomorrow?
Sure, that can be for you for tomorrow. And this is it's from Food Huggers. And it's a resealable silicone container. And then Alyssa is going to show you, you can also write on them. So any kind of a resealable, any kind of a And they also don't dump the food out. Any kind of resealable silicone container, you can write on it with a wipe-off marker, and then after you've consumed what's in there, then you can just wipe it off and wash it off, and wipe it off will work. And then you can use it for the next thing. So this, can you tell them what's in that?
Cheese cubes.
Do you remember what kinds of cheese cubes?
Oh.
So,
I need to go potty.
okay, go ahead and go. Okay, she's got to take a quick break. We're going to keep talking. So these are cheese cubes. So the cheese cubes are not low in points, but great source of protein, easy to snack on. These are fantastic with the turkey tenderloin. Great with hard-boiled eggs. I love these with nuts and things like that. 7 cubes is 5 points. And can you tell that Alyssa and I were playing with the wipe-off markers? I did not realize I had them all over my hands. But anyway, 7 cubes is 5 points. But these are going to stay with us for a long time. This will really last. And again, pair these with, so you might want to put, maybe eat 7 cheese cubes and 2 halos. Or 7 cheese cubes, a halo, and an apple, or something like that. Or with some of the turkey tenderloin, and get those 0 point foods, paired in with that. Okay, while Alyssa is, already back. She's already back. Are you ready for the next one? I wish you all could see her coming across the floor. She is a girl on a mission to get back over here to the chat to you all. Okay, can you get that turkey in the back? Can you reach that without falling? Okay, this one is one of Alyssa's favorites. She likes to have these for school, don't you? So Alyssa likes these with cheese cubes and apples for school. She loves them. And these are from Aldi, and this is Sim's snack sticks. They're turkey sausage, and it is 1 snack stick is 1 smart point, so that's pretty good, right? And these do not have to be refrigerated until they're opened. So if we don't open them until our trip, then we're good to go, and we just need to either eat them all or refrigerate them.
I need to count how much there is.
Oh, she's going to count how many are in there for you. 14. Let's let them know. Don't tell me.
14.
14 what?
14 of these.
What are these?
These.
Are they turkey sticks?
Turkey sticks.
Okay, so 14 turkey sticks in that package. Okay. What is next? Do you want to do this one, this one, and this one? Those 3 go together. Okay, we got to speed it up a little bit because you need to go home and go to bed. Okay, so these 3 things actually go together. Okay, so Barbara wants to know if we're going to Florida. I wish, Barbara. We are headed to Mifflinburg, Pennsylvania, and we still don't know where that's at. Okay, so this one's in a cute holiday Ziploc bag, but these 3 things actually go together. This is, and actually, Barbara is exactly right. This is one of our favorite things to do when we go to Florida, when we go to Disney, is to get some kind of bagel thins or to get some kind of like a low carb tortilla or something like that. But this time I got skinny bagels obviously I went to Aldi today, but I got skinny bagels. These are 3 points per bagel, and they're a nice, it's a nice size little, skinny bagel, already pre-sliced. But this, and then I always on a road trip, or if we're going to the pool, or if we're going to, we rarely go to the beach, but to the mountains or on a picnic or something, I always pack these Jif to go cups. But just remember, this entire thing is 8 points. So we usually split it. Yeah, Debbie says, I wish. But we usually split this. And so I'll take 2 bagel thins. Careful. I'll take 2 bagel thins. We'll split one of the Jif to go. And you notice I've already packed knives to go with it. And bananas. And I cannot tell you how many times riding in the car, I've made peanut butter and banana sandwiches, or waiting in line at, Alyssa must be cold, or waiting in line for a ride at Disney, peanut butter and banana sandwiches, or at a picnic, peanut butter and banana sandwiches. So peanut butter and banana sandwiches, volleyball games, soccer games, everything. Bagel thins, peanut butter cups, bananas, peanut butter and banana sandwiches. That one is a family favorite. Okay, and then Alyssa is going to demonstrate the next one, which is in a oh, she's not because she's cold, so she is wrapped up now. This is our savory snack bag. So this one again is in a closable, you know, resealable, reusable bag, and this one is the salty snack mix. So this, or savory. So this one's savory snacks, and a half a cup of the savory snacks is 4 points, and I've written that on the front here with a wipe-off pen. And then Alyssa is going to make our last one, and our last one, we're gonna need you. You're crazy. You've lost your mind. Get out from under the covers because you've got to make this last one for me. Can you tell she's wilting? Okay, so after this, we will be done. Okay, Alyssa is going to take the last one, and she is going to mix our sweet snack mix. Okay, so this one is going to be our sweet snack mix, and I have to, if you tell yourself, yeah, I know, stop. Oh, Papa said stop it. and Barbara says, my help is going to sleep. Okay, so if I tell myself that I'm not going to eat something, hold on a second, that I'm not going to eat something sweet on a road trip, I'm just lying to myself, okay? So we're going to make our sweet treat, our sweet snack for the road. Otherwise, I'm going to be popping peanut M&Ms like they are going out of style. So this is just an indulgent snack mix, again, from Aldi. And, there we go. And some almonds. So we're going to add some protein. Now this is not 0-point protein, but I'm going to add some more protein to the indulgent mix by adding some almonds in there. And these are, just stir them up real good. Some unsalted raw almonds.
Oh, I'm just too tired.
You're too tired already? Okay, and so my helper is stirring these up. And this one, 1/4 of a cup is 4 points. That's a lot of points, guys and gals. So that's a lot of points, but using these at a quarter of a cup, and making sure, we lost an almond, and making sure that I have something on the trip. Oh, I know, Sarah, this side only, but making sure that I have something on the trip that's going to keep me satisfied. That's good, thank you. That's going to keep me satisfied and that's going to fill me up. That's the way that we survive road trips. So, again, we're just going to put this in a reusable, resealable bag that you can write on. If you use silicone, stop. And if you use silicone, you can write on it with a wipe-off marker so that you can take that off later. And Papa, get ready. I have a feeling. Oh yeah, Miss Debbie says add popcorn to it. That would be a good one too. I could make some popcorn quickly tonight in my silicone popcorn maker, Miss Debbie, and add that for 0 points, couldn't I? And then we could probably have closer to 1/2 of a cup instead of just 1/4 of a cup. See, I made a little mess here. Oh well, Miss Rhonda's coming tomorrow to clean, and she won't be mad at me too long. Okay, so that is it. Those are some of our favorite traveling foods, some of our favorite things to snack on. Again, turkey tenderloin. We've got some cubed cheeses. We've got a savory snack mix. We've got a sweet snack mix. We've got plenty of 0-point fruits. We've got things that are not perishable so that we don't have to keep everything in the cooler. And we are set and ready to go. So before Alyssa falls asleep, get up because we're going to tell everybody good night. So before Alyssa falls asleep, we're going to go ahead and tell everybody to watch the next video. Can you tell them to watch them? If you're watching it on YouTube, watch the next video, and the next video is going to be up here. So can you point up there? Okay? Yep, let that next video roll around, and go ahead and click the subscribe button and click on the little bell so that it'll let you know when that next video comes out. And go ahead and click subscribe. So thank you all very much for being here. My little tired babushka she is ready for bed, and it is an hour past her bedtime. So thank you all for letting her be here with us tonight. Again, John and I are headed to Mifflinburg, Pennsylvania, wherever that is tomorrow. Hey, come out to tell people good night. Come out and tell them good night. Yep, and Alyssa has found a quilt that her great-great-grandmother made, and she's all of a sudden obsessed with it. So we're going to tell you all good night, and we will see you again next week. Have a great one, and if you've got any great snack tips like Debbie had to add popcorn to that mix, perfect. Go ahead and send them. We would love to hear them. But good night, and we will see you all next time. Good night.
Good night.
Can you wave bye?
Bye.
Bye. Y'all have a great week. And Papa, we're headed home. Get the beds ready for us. Good night.
Yep, all.